All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mariah.
I'm Megan.
And
this
this
is
is
Wild.
Wild.
We have a bowl and everything, and it's filled with M&Ms. M for Mariah and Megan, and you could like flip it over to be Wild or Wumbo, whatever floats your boat.
Yep, either or.
Mm-hmm.
So this is season 2 of our show, This is Wild.
Even though it's the 4th episode.
It's the 4th episode, yes. We were, however, somehow renewed for a second season. On the show, we share our wild stories of recent events that have happened to us over the weekend or throughout the semester. And we also have guest stars on sometimes and do wild challenges, such as things you just like wouldn't normally just wake up and be like, I want to do this today.
Yeah, like we have a contract for Bean Boozled.
Yes.
It's fun.
Yes. Bean Boozled we played last year. That was a lot of fun. We had a guest on there.
But yeah, so Mariah, what's new with you?
Yes, okay, so I'm Mariah. I'm a cinema studies major, unfortunately. But yeah, just up to date on my life. It's my senior year. I'm trying my best to keep up with my senior project and all that fun stuff. I'm also on the cheer team, so I got a lot going on with that. That's a lot of fun, though. Come support us at the basketball games this semester. And yeah, I did a lot of cool stuff this summer. I went to a giant music festival. That was very wild.
What was the wildest thing that happened?
The wildest thing that happened at Firefly? Oof. Probably just the sole fact that we would wake up at like 7 in the morning because like the sun was beaming right into the tent. And by like 10 a.m., no matter what the circumstances were, we were like drinking and like blaring music and starting to play drinking games. And we would go in the festival from like 2 p.m. until 2 in the morning. And we'd come back and either like keep drinking until like 4 in the morning, or we'd like go right to bed and like repeat the next day. That was definitely the most wild thing I've done this summer.
I'm exhausted just from that description.
Yes, it was my 3rd year in a row going, and it honestly gets better every year. What about you? What was the most wild thing you did this summer?
The most wild thing I did this summer was sign up for 2 jobs. I worked... Where did I work? I worked retail.
Pier 1, yeah?
Yeah, Pier 1, imports, and I also worked at a state park. So, to answer your questions, yes, I will be Leslie Knope for Halloween because I do have the shirt still and it says Parks and Rec on it.
Ooh, that would be perfect.
But yeah, I'm Megan. I am also a cinema studies major. So, as you see, I usually have my journal up here. Because I'm a cinema studies major, I get to write down all my hopes and dreams instead of actually make them. And I'm also a playwriting screenwriting major with a minor in arts management. So, busy bee, I feel like. But, I don't know, the wildest thing that's happened to me recently, which I guess isn't, I don't know, I always feel self-conscious with the amount of wildness, I guess, that I
We need like a meter, like on the green screen, like how wild. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, write that down.
Ooh.
Someone.
I don't have a pen.
Yeah, Alan, you got that?
Good. I drove to Binghamton this weekend. No applause. Okay.
Yes, go Binghamton.
I drove, hear me out, with no GPS.
Wow.
Because I realized the day before I left, my phone doesn't connect to GPS. And I forgot that it didn't because when I found that my phone didn't connect to GPS anymore, it was like June. And I guess I haven't driven outside my comfort zone since June. But I was like, I'm about to take on a 4-hour car ride. No GPS. I only stopped to pull over and call my dad once. And he then got concerned because I didn't have a GPS, but I printed out directions.
Wow, you took it back to like 2001.
Yeah, right? It was amazing.
Wow.
One of my friends was saying like, oh, MapQuest? I was like, not that far back. Like, still Google Maps.
Still Google Maps.
Yeah.
That's funny.
While I was driving, the speed limit's like 65 once you get to like Sullivan County. And I was pushing like 75 or 80. And like, when like you could see a cop like a little ways away because you're like on the top of the mountain and it's like in that like weird like median part. Yeah. So I was just like, there's a cop. And I'm like, I should probably slow down. But then like I was already like going. I'm just like, you know what? If I get pulled over, I get pulled over. And I didn't get pulled over. So I'm really happy about that because I was just like, I didn't want to hit the brake.
No, you want to know what happened to me this summer?
Yeah.
I got my first speeding ticket. I got pulled over for the first time. I was very sad. It was like 4 a.m.
Yep.
Maybe 5 a.m. The sun was like coming up, so it had to be a little earlier than 4. And I was driving home. There were no cars on the road because it was, really early in the morning. And a cop was like coming this way and I was going this way. We're on the highway. But of course, there's like a patch of pavement, whatever, like a turnaround spot. This man whips it around and zooms after me and pulled me over. And I was like,
lights and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I was like, no. And as he turned his light on, and then I pulled over, and he like comes up to I was shaking. He came up to my window and he was like, do you know how I pulled you over? And I was like, no. Meanwhile, I was going like 78, which I feel like isn't that bad.
In a what? Like a 65?
Yeah.
Oh,
like that's fast.
horrible.
I shouldn't have done that.
I'm from Long Island.
But
The speed limit says 55 and we're like, yeah, 70.
People go back after that and people be like swerving in and out and shit. I'm like, at least like.
Well, that's what happened today. Like, not to just keep talking about traffic, but like everyone was going at such a nice pace of like 65 to 70 about, right? And it's just the traffic's going there. I made friends with a Jeep because we kept passing each other. And then even when I got off Route 17 and I'm like right by White Plains, I look, I'm like, oh my God, it's a Jeep from 3 hours ago. Like,
that's
what's up?
wild.
And we kept making eye contact. Like, it was this family. I don't know who they are. If you're out there,
yeah.
I hope you got
if you're walking, this is wild at Purchase College.
I hope you got to your destination, okay?
Yes.
But these two cars, like, they kind of seemed like they were racing each other. And, of course, one of them was a red Corvette. I'm like, you little.
They were going fast.
Yeah. There was a system, and they ruined it.
Yes.
Because then everyone else had to be like.
Yeah. They had to, like, get nervous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, those are our wild traffic stories.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
plan for
don't
that,
know
but
why
it
we got
happened.
into traffic, but.
But yeah, we will be doing a lot of stuff on the show this semester, hopefully. So if anyone has any like has any wild like challenges or stories that they want to come do on our show.
I mean, we have a pretty decent audience. You guys want to cheer?
Hello.
Do you guys have any stories, like wild stories of recent past?
Anyone?
I definitely do.
Come on up
here! Yay! You get some M&Ms.
Well,
Yes.
I'm good on M&M's.
You don't like peanut butter?
Nah.
So, who are you and where are you from?
I'll get you a chair.
Introduce yourself.
Wait, I have to stay right here?
No.
If I sit on this, is this gonna break?
I don't think
I'm not
so.
gonna take the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
You grab a chair.
Oh, okay. Be right back.
Oh. All right, yeah.
Another funny thing that happened was Bridget Martin, if you're watching, she's also a Purchase student. She was my roommate.
Awesome.
Bridget is pretty freaking awesome. And we've had some wild times together because she sent me a Snapchat memory from 3 years ago yesterday. And it was me dancing to Living La Vida Loca with me saying I have the music taste as everyone's 40-year-old dad. So yay. Yay for that. But
Okay. Hello. What is your name? Who are you?
Hello, my name is Daniela Crane. I am a liberal studies major, and I'm from Yonkers, New York.
Woo.
And what else?
What brings you in today, Danya?
Well,
What inspired you?
Oh, my cousin Megan decided to host the show today. So I was like, why not come on? And I wasn't planning on speaking, but I was planning on coming here and doing the show.
Thank you.
But, so, funny story, weird story.
It has to be a wild
story.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow,
Emphasis on wild.
damn. I got by a show of hands, was anybody at the comedy show on Friday? Nobody, right? Okay, that's perfect. Nobody heard this. So basically, I almost got my ass whooped a week before school started. So let me explain to you why.
Okay.
So I was at this party. I was having a really fun time. A really fun time, if you can catch my drift.
Yeah.
So I went home. I decided to go speak to my mom, my brother. Well, it was 2 a.m. in the morning. I didn't expect anybody to be up. But at the time, I don't know why my little brother was up. He's like 6. My mom was up as well. She's like 43, and my dad was up too. So, and yeah.
How old's your dad?
My dad is 47.
Cool.
47. And
That's how old my dad is too.
yeah.
Makes sense because we're cousins.
Yeah, exactly. So we have
doesn't
some
make
type
sense,
of
but
relations.
yeah.
So, yeah. I really almost got my ass whooped. I really can't go into
By your parents?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
no, yeah. My
okay.
mom was literally about to. Can you curse on this show?
Yeah.
I almost
so.
got like
I
really
do.
fucked up. Like my mom was literally about to swing on me. Like, especially my dad too. He was
I know.
not playing games.
Is it because like you got home at 2:00 in the morning?
No.
Were you like past curfew?
okay,
Were you under
because-
the influence?
I know.
Let's
Also,
put it say
yeah.
under the influence.
Yeah.
Let's put it really under the influence.
I know. Like my mom gets annoyed whenever she finds out that I'm like out and about after 10 p.m. So like she'll call me on a Saturday
p.m.?
at like 10:30,
Oh, no.
and she's like, "I'm so sorry to wake you." I just have a quick question about like the Wi-Fi password or something. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no worries. I was just getting ready anyway. And she's like, getting ready for what? And I'm like, well, it's Saturday night at Purchase College, so even if I don't go out, I still like do a full face of makeup and like
On the weekends?
get my green tank top out.
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
hang out at the apartment.
If you guys have seen the green tank top, you know what I'm talking about. It's a great tank top.
Go green tank top.
But yeah.
Well, that sounds
So-
pretty wild.
Oh
That's
no,
wild.
it was wild.
And then you shared that story at the
Oh yeah, I did.
show?
I see at the show, it was a little more in depth.
Okay, yeah.
It was wild as hell.
well, we got cameras here, so you know.
So yes, so since we're at a more professional standing,
Professional.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mark it.
Yeah.
Mark it down.
and that's it. Yeah.
Whoa. That
Wow.
sounds very wild.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I hope that next time you don't actually get your booty whipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna try that next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time you'll just like
Next time,
sneak
be
off
home
to your
before
room.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
I can't promise 10 p.m. That was my
2
Maybe
a.m.
like
Do you know where
1?
Danya is?
one.
What was the issue that it was 2 a.m.?
It wasn't. The
No, it was just
time.
like the
Okay,
way
it's
he
just
so
like-
back.
then just sneak to your room.
Oh no, I tried. But this is what happens when your mom and dad, they didn't kick me out. I don't have a bed in my house anymore, so I had to sleep in the living room. So like I had to go into the living room.
Okay.
I didn't have any.
Which
other
is where
choice.
they were.
That's gonna be me after
Yeah.
graduation.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not like an extra closet. Actually, my room is a closet. I walked in. There's like our family photo albums on my bed and a vacuum and a Swiffer sweeper.
That's fair.
Like, but we have a spare bedroom too.
Oh,
where all
that's
this
so
can
mean.
Go. I know, it's like,
That's funny.
but you know, you do for family.
Yep. Well, what time is it?
What time is it?
It's only 8:13, but I think that's all we really got for today. Unless
Mhm.
anyone else wants to share a wild story.
Any wild stories?
No pressure. Alan,
I'm
maybe.
sorry, we got really enthusiastic.
I think
wave
that
from
the
Alan.
girl in the white sweater, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
no?
she gets raised up.
She said no.
definitely has a wild story. Most definitely. You don't? We'll do it on episode 2. Episode 2.
Do you
Yeah,
have a
very-
wild story?
So you have to be a little less enthusiastic. Like
Yeah.
you gotta calm down, just like for security reasons.
All right, well, come on up.
Thank you, Danya,
You're welcome.
my wonderful cousin.
Keep that.
See?
Is this your water?
Take a seat.
Oh,
Oh,
no. It's,
It's not.
oh, aren't you thirsty? Okay,
If you
Ooh, I
lost
get an
your
M.
water,
sure.
please see one of us after the show.
Don't know if we could find the rightful owner. There's a lot of people, but
I have faith.
okay.
We'll put it on a milk carton.
Who are you?
Where you from?
Why are you here?
How old's your dad?
I'm Alan from Brewster, the worst town in America. And I don't even know, like 60 something?
That's your dad's age?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Right, that was the last question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So do you have a wild story or something wild that happened to you this
Yes.
past semester, this past summer?
Yes. So this, I guess it was like towards the beginning of the year. The school did one of those like $15 like trips outside, and this trip was Six Flags.
Ooh,
And
yeah,
normally, like I hate roller coasters. You could like hold me at gunpoint. I wouldn't go anywhere near it. I like despise roller coasters.
But if you go with purchase, it's fine.
Well, if you go with your girlfriend, then it helps.
Okay, fair
you
enough.
know.
Exposed.
But so whatever. I was, putting on my brave face. Not really. I was like peeing my pants.
Mm-hmm.
But so I decided I was gonna start, easy and then work my way up.
Yeah.
And so we're all with like a bunch of our friends who are like roller coaster, like they're crazy about them. So I see this like nice little wooden roller coaster, and I'm like, oh, perfect. Like, wooden roller coasters I like. They're nice and easy. They go kind of fast, but like I could handle that. Like I've been on them like a bunch of times before.
Right.
They don't make me like as nervous as like the crazy ones.
Right.
So whatever. A friend of ours was like, all right, let's head towards this one. And I was like, okay, we're cool. So we're walking down the path, and I noticed that like the wooden ride keeps getting like farther and farther away from like the path we're on. So I'm like,
And they suggested the wooden roller coaster.
No.
No,
She
just
said that one,
she
and
just
Alan
said this
associated that one
Yeah.
with the wooden roller coaster.
Because it was like the path looked like it was going up
Yeah.
towards that one. So I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, well, maybe we're like going round back and we're gonna circle and come over here or something. And so that didn't happen.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell
Yeah.
by the story. But our friend was like, oh no, we're going to that one. And I was like, it's one of those ones which I hate. The ones where you go like all the way up and they of course take their time.
Mm-hmm.
And you go
This is
all
like
the way up.
you're like
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay.
And then they just drop you.
Wait, hold on. What?
So like it goes all the way to the top.
Like,
and then
you've
just
seen
boom.
those.
Wait.
Like they keep bringing
Wait, the one where it's
It's
like,
like-
a ring? That one?
No, it's like a.
It's like they
A pole?
kind of get strapped in.
Who made those?
Evil people.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait.
for real.
Hold. So you're in a car. Like I'm trying to think. Like
You're in a thing. It comes down on
you're
you.
in like the car, like a wooden roller coaster. Like
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
the
no.
rolling wood coaster.
yeah, but like a car similar to that, or like more like I guess
More
technological
like
advanced.
strap.
Just imagine
More
like
strap. Yeah.
Your feet are
See-
dangling.
Okay,
And
and you're
then-
going
yeah.
up, and you're like, I'm expecting to go on a
Not
roller
like
coaster
up,
where it
like
goes up.
no,
and
no,
like,
no, no.
No.
You're just going straight up,
straight up.
like
and then
you're
they
sitting
drop you straight down.
parallel.
Wait, so are you facing up towards the sky?
No, no, no,
Or
no.
are you facing
You are
out?
facing
You're
1000%
facing- yeah.
forward.
Okay.
Like the bowl. This is the head. This is my head. You're just going up,
Yeah. That's
and then it goes
so
to the
it's-
top,
it's
and
the
it's like
ring.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
So yeah. So like
Oh.
the worst part of the roller coaster.
Did you
the
eat
drop that I
beforehand?
hate-
Like,
No, I don't think so.
You
Yeah.
had a big ass churro.
oh.
Oh,
That
true.
shit was this big.
Yeah, that's all I ate. Though.
Because I know. Has anyone been to Knoebels in Pennsylvania? It's like if you've ever been to Adventureland on Long Island. Anyone? Any Long Island in the house? No? Okay. It's like, yeah. But my whole family went to Knoebels in Pennsylvania, where it's like you don't have to pay to get into the park; you have to pay per ride. That's like the difference. Because
Oh.
for Six Flags, you have to pay to get into the park.
That's rough.
And the ride you're talking about, was it like really tall, like at least like 60
I think
feet
it's
into
one
the
of
air?
like the tallest.
It
Yeah,
was
or
like over
200
200 feet.
Okay. Oh, yeah, actually 60 feet's not like that tall, right?
I don't think so.
I don't-
It's
yeah,
like me
okay.
like 5 times.
So I'm thinking maybe not as much as like 200, but at least like 100 or 150 feet high, right? And I don't know if anyone has met my Aunt Brenda. Actually, you might have, because you picked me up from her house that one time.
Oh yeah, I didn't
She's-
see her though.
She's so tiny. She's about 4'11" and like probably weighs like 90 pounds. And my dad is like 5'9". I don't know, 180 maybe. And they were like, we're gonna go on this roller coaster, like sibling rivalry.
Rivalry.
Thank you. Yep, words today. And they went on the ride. And my family's very competitive. Like, even that Jeep I mentioned earlier, low-key was trying to beat it. Just putting it out there. When I saw it again, I also was a little disappointed that he had caught up to me. But
Sure.
they go on the ride, and it drops. And immediately, like, my aunt and my dad get off, and they're just, like, white, like, completely pale. And my dad's like, never again, never again. And my aunt, now she has, like, 2 small children, or at the time, like, now they're 10 and 13. But, like, the oldest was 7 at the time. And she was like, I'm doing it again. And got back online and immediately got back onto the ride. And then my dad, still really flush, is like, I guess I gotta go back on.
What?
And they kept doing it 3 more times.
Oh, I would die. I would die.
And they were just, and for the rest of the day, my dad was like completely sick because he just had to go on the same ride as my aunt to prove to the family, which doesn't make sense. Dad, if you're out there watching, you're probably not, but
That's
because
wild.
I tell my family not to watch this show, but don't try to beat Aunt Brenda at
Aunt
amusement.
Brenda will win.
Yeah, Brenda's got, I don't know, the skill.
She's brave,
Yeah,
competitive,
yeah,
determined. Aunt Brenda's a lot of things.
yeah. Go Brenda.
Go Aunt Brenda.
She,
We should all be
she
Aunt
introduced
Brenda.
me to sprinkled pancakes.
What does that mean?
You put sprinkles on pancakes.
I thought you meant she introduced you as sprinkled pancakes.
Oh, no.
And I was like, is that like a code for something? Awkward. Anyways,
But yeah, so are you okay? Like, how are you feeling?
Well,
Have you recovered?
it's been about a month. How do you
Yeah.
feel?
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you, like, I was looking at it, and it just kept getting, like, taller and taller as, like, we walked up to it. And I was, like, regretting my decision of, like, saying yes to, like...
The whole way up, we're both just like, oh my god. Oh
and
my
they
god.
go so slow, too.
Oh my god.
You, like,
And then you get to the
crawl
top
up.
and you just like chill for a minute and they're like,
It goes down
3.
a little bit, right? Too.
It's like,
No,
no,
like,
not this
they
one.
drop you.
It went all the way, then back up a little bit, and then all the way back.
Because I know they've like some of them will trick you where you go up and then
yeah.
you like stay there and like and everyone's like ah, and then
And
you're
then
like
it's
oh like false alarm and then that's
Yeah, they do it to distract you. That shit's wild.
Anyone been to Hershey Park?
I've been to Hershey Park.
Yeah, they have that
Hershey
but
Park.
with kisses, like the kiss, you know.
Are they? Is it like less
It's like-
extreme?
No, it just has
Oh.
a kiss on top,
That to me seems like it should be more like,
like kid friendly.
yeah, because there's like candy. But I guess that's the whole park.
Yeah,
I've been there twice, once.
I go there once a year, and my family's going for New Year's, and I'm real hyped.
New Year's.
Yeah.
Isn't it cold?
Yeah, but like the wooden roller coasters are open.
We're going up.
Alan's going with you.
But yeah, every year it's a good time. Who
That's
knew
fun.
that whole town in Pennsylvania would be named after the Hershey chocolate bar?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, and they just give you free chocolate everywhere.
Yeah, that's
And
lit.
Ariana
though.
Grande used to sing on New Year's
At Hershey Park?
at Hershey Park.
What's she
I
doing
ran
there?
into her at the Hershey Hotel,
You saw her?
and my mom was like, "It's Kat from Victorious," because that's how long ago it was.
You
And-
saw her with your real eyes?
Yeah, but I didn't bother her because I'm a true New Yorker, and I'm like, they can have lives, you know. If I was like born and raised in California, we might have a different story where I'd
Might like run after her.
exactly. But she had like the really like
She's wild.
red
personally.
hair back then.
Not a fan,
It was
but-
really cool.
Yeah.
But I also was like in 8th grade at that time, and I was just like, I'm too cool for Victorious.
That's fair.
It doesn't matter.
The
Even though I
days.
still watch
That
it.
show's good. I
It's
would
a
watch it
good
now if
show,
it was
yeah.
still on. I can never find it though. I'm like on Netflix. Victorious, iCarly. Like, where are you?
Hulu.
Drake and Josh.
Hulu.
Victorious is on Hulu.
It should be.
I'm going home and checking. That's what I'm doing tonight.
But thank you for sharing your story.
Yes.
I'm
Sorry,
glad
you were
that
so
you're healing
terrified.
from that traumatic event. But
It's all good.
if you ever need to talk, we're here.
All right, give it up for Alan.
Woo. But yeah, so that's kind of
That's
how the
basically
show goes.
yes. Definitely.
We'll probably have a contract next time because we'll be playing a game, and
Yes.
I like making contracts for games
If anyone
And
has
yeah.
any game recommendations of things you'd
that we
like
can
to
make
see us
wild.
play,
though.
yeah,
we can,
they have to be wild.
but we also like make our own rules too. That's where the
Yeah.
contracts come in to play because the rules usually don't do it for us. But
Yes, but if anyone has any suggestions, we are happy to hear them and open to them.
And
And
we
if you want to
always-
be a guest,
we always share our M&Ms with our guests.
yes,
always.
M&Ms are always our featured item.
Yes.
Any kind. We have peanut butter, normal.
One day we'll have pretzel.
Yeah, definitely.
One of these days. Again. But
All right.
All right.
Well, that concludes our show.
Yep.
And that was
wild.
Boo.
Yeah, right. If anyone does want M&Ms, they're
Yes.
peanut butter. Just a heads up, but you're more than welcome to have some.